So today we'll discuss about one more challenge which an organization faces in managing the human resource. Okay, so today we'll discuss about talent management. So talent, it is about the aptitude, the abilities, the skills which a person has and which is used by an organization to increase its efficiency, productivity and profitability. Okay, so talent management. What is talent management is? You know that nowadays, people, there are so many companies. There are so many companies which are offering jobs and they are trying to snatch away the talented employees of other organizations. So there is a hold of, there is a competition about, I will give you more salary, you come to me. So that's the reason why talent management issue has become important. So what is talent management is nothing but how you are going to retain your employees. Okay, so how you're going to attract them, how you're going to develop and retain them, so that every now and then you need not to find employees, then train them, nurture them. So there will be a lot of waste of time. So talent management is all about how people can be transformed into talented people and how you can retain them. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then why is talent management needed? So talent management, I told you, because now it is a competitive era where there are a lot of people, a lot of organizations working together. So managing talent is important because every now and then HR may face a problem of recruiting new people, nurturing them, giving training, and which is a costly affair both in terms of time and money. Then organization have to invest in talent management practices so that they can outperform their industry rivals. Now it's business and corporates are all about winning, making more profit. So if you want to win in the market, you have to be number one in the industry, or you want to survive in the industry, you should have a pool of talented, energetic, knowledgeable people who will give you new ideas of doing business, upgrade the products and services. Even the stakeholders, now who are the stakeholders, I've told you before, all those people who are interested in the welfare of the company, right from the owners, the shareholders, the bank people who give you loan, the finance companies, the suppliers, customers, everybody is interested in the welfare, in the profit, in the wealth of the company. So these people will definitely need talented people so that their profit flow, their growth of the company is continuous. Okay, so by talent management we can, if you are not having, you can attract. Say for example, other day I've given you a list of 10 companies which are being told as the best human resource practices. Can you remember any few of them which I'd given you a list? I think it's the second or first session. Yes, which are the companies which people die for to work, who have been trusted as, people with employee relations, good employee relations, good HR policies. Any one or two? Can you recall?
Google,
Google?
Google,
Yes, Google. Any other?
Microsoft,
Microsoft,
Microsoft, Amazon,
Amazon. Any Indian company?
Tata, Reliance,
Reliance?
the main IT one.
Reliance.
Yes,
Are they
ma'am,
known
Reliance.
for their HR policies? Yes, any other? Okay, so when say company
Taj.
Taj, okay. Okay, so why do you say that these people, you want to work for, that everybody in every profession or every industry, there is a called as a dream job. I want to work here. Why? What may be the reasons of working in a particular organization? What are the general reasons? Don't talk about talent management. In general, why for people come and say that I want to work here, if I get in here I'll be safe, it will my meri life ho jayegi, something like that. Why people think on those lines? What are the issues or the criteria for this? Anybody?
Salary,
Salary, main thing. Okay, then
reputation of that company.
reputation of the company, then what? That's it. Okay, salary is good, you enter in one company, but the way they treat the employees, the HR policies are too bad. They don't give proper leaves, they harass the employees. It is okay? No, na? So once when you're getting in, you will feel okay, salary chahiye, achhi chahiye. Then after you work for some time, you feel we have to be treated good. Otherwise, you leave that job and you go to another thing. So that's the biggest problem of today's competitive organizations. So retaining, attracting is not a big issue. You give them salary, you can attract. But how, what tricks you are going to use to retain the employees? Now tell me, what can the company do to retain its top or smart or skilled employees? What may be the tactics used? Can you guess or just think about it? Yes, how can you retain the talented labor with you? Yes, no idea. Yes, anybody? What kind of tricks you can use so that talented employees don't leave the job or get into the job of a competitor company?
Rise in the salary of employee or
Okay.
enhancing his status in the job.
Okay, so rise in the salary. So that is the first trump card they normally use. Think that you rise, he that other company is saying I'll give you double the rise of what he is offering. Then what?
Promotion,
Promotion. Anything else? Okay, salary rise, at what extent you can do? Say, for example, your rival is there, he's just want to kill your company, talent wise. So if he's giving double, triple, will you raise in the same lines? Is it possible? No, your cost will go up. Then in this, bidding of raise in salary, you will lose a lot of money. So even without salary hike, how can you make that employee your loyal employee? One is, you said, promotion. Any other thing?
Incentive,
What kind of incentive?
like any trip or some bonus, if we give them employees, then they will be stay
They
there.
will stay there forever. Do you think so? No, Baba.
Not ever, ma'am. Like if they do any achievement, then we need to be appreciating them.
Okay, so constant appreciation. That is one thing. So incentive is not only about money, tour, and packages. It is all about. Sometimes it is about saying good. You have done good. Appreciation. Okay. Everybody doesn't work for salary. Some people work for appreciation. Some want status. Some want power. Some want that they are being taken into the decision making of the company. So when you are making them part as a family, then they will feel, they trust me, so I can't deceive them. So such an environment should be increased. How can you do that? Give them responsibility. Appreciate when they are going to good. If they have some, say, personal or some problems, you have to help them to cope it. So they should feel that this is not a stressful job, it is like my family, it is my own company, I need to take care of it. So such a thing, if you develop, how you have to develop, it is not one day show. It is slow process. It is both side of the, say, A team building should be there. You should believe your employees. All these things, when you do, only then they can trust you, they can retain there. Okay, so that's why talent management is so important. You may have lot of investment, but you don't have the right people to do the work, then you can't sustain in the business. That's why talent management is so much important. Okay, now we'll look into the matters of how you can, what are the initiatives or the strategies of doing talent management. So we have a big list, that is investment in talent management, talent driven culture, talent audit, role design, and so on. So one by one, we'll see what it is. Now, what is investment in talent management? Now, how can you invest in talent management? You can do one of these 6 things. You can buy, build, borrow, bound, bounce, or bond. Okay, so you're buying talent means you're recruiting, sourcing, and securing best people from the market. How can you go do that? You can go to campuses and do campus recruitment. Try to recruit the best heads, fresh heads, so that training the freshers is easy. And say for example, even they will come for a little bit lesser salary, and you can mold them as per your needs. If you are taking a senior person experience from other, he may have a rigidity about how he has worked before, so he may not be so fluid and flexible. Okay, so you have to buy means you have to recruit the best people, maybe go for placements or through, say, some references, or you can go to other companies. You can say try to attract the best thing by giving different sources. It may be salary, it may be opportunity, or something like that. Then build the talent. Build the talent means you're not recruiting the fresh one. Whoever is there already, you're trying to train them, mentor them, and help them to grow in their way, which is best to the organization through their life experiences. So that is building, where you're not investing in recruiting new people, but you are trying to train the existing workforce in your organization. Then you can also borrow. What do you mean by borrow? You can ask trained, experienced partners from other organizations, ask them to work here for a few days or few months, and try to the train your own workforce. So borrowing talent means you're taking the help of your business partners, your references, your suppliers, and taking their inputs and trying to train your existing employees. Then bound means whoever is smart, intelligent, who has worked for a few days and has given you good results, you try to promote the right people into key jobs. Don't favor unnecessary one person, maybe because he's your relative or if he's from caste or community or something like that. Give the chance, appreciation to the right person. Okay, this is what is lacking everywhere, not only in the offices, at home, in the school. Okay, in the verge of today's education policy is how you don't have to say that one person is dull or is don't know anything. We are just making them up to, there is a rule, right? Up to 14 years everybody should be passed. So what is happening in this verge? The smart people, they are feeling okay, anyway everybody is passing, why will I work? And the dull person who will say, okay, anyway chalta hai, mujhe marks mil rahe hain, I am promoted to the next class, why should I study? Okay, so you are neither appreciating the smart person, neither punishing the dumb person. So what will happen? The talent or the smart people will feel, okay, this is no use spending our time and energy. That is where it is happening everywhere, not only in companies, in school, in colleges. Okay, so mass, we are just promoting everybody. So there should be a situation where you are trying to appreciate the smart people. Okay, don't give them awards or rewards. At least say, Baba, chalo, you have done good, you will do wonders in your life. So what will happen with this? There will be a sense of competition, and even the dull person will try to strive hard because he also wants that appreciation or increment or promotion. So that creates a healthy competition, and wherein even your dull person becomes a smart person. Okay, so you are trying to bound them, means you're promoting them. Chalo, you're saying like, okay, that the way mom does at home, right? You do something, she'll give you a chocolate or something like that, so that the other, your maybe one more sibling, okay, he will also be motivated. Chalo, mujhe bhi kuch karna hai, I want this chocolate. The same thing should be done even in the office, in the corporates. Okay, so you're promoting the right people and not showing any bias or partiality or kanikara for that dull person. Okay, then bounce means what I told you. If you're not appreciating the smart people, at least punish the poor performance. Even that will create some motivation, some anxiety and competition, and thereby they will improve. So once you come late, I give you a memo, then next time you will think. Okay, constantly say 3 days there is a memo that you came late, I will say your 1 month 1 day salary is cut. Next time you will think before coming late continuously. Okay, so bouncing means you're removing the poor performance. This will add a sense of discipline and motivation to the non-performers, that I can't take it lightly. Even if I don't study, I will not get marks. I have to study. Then I have to study means I have to earn the marks. Nobody will give. And when I'm saying marks, it comes into school, college, or even in your corporates also. Okay, then lastly, bond means you are trying to retain the talent. How basically, the simple way of doing how to bond anybody with you is you make a contract at the time of the recruitment that you will not leave my organization at least for next 5 years. Okay, so if you are bonding them, so first they bond it in legal matters, then slowly they try to build a trust factor and make them as a family, so that even after the bond is over, they will continue working there. Or even if they are leaving, you have given them sufficient like you have given them sufficient time so that they can suddenly move without notice, without saying anything. Okay, so these are the different ways how you can invest in talent. The next one, what I told you, is making a talent driven culture. So how can you do that? So talent driven culture means you are trying to make a culture which appreciates talents, which appreciates good work. Okay, so if you don't want to feel that make the dull people feel bad, you can don't say anything to them, at least appreciate the performance outsmarter. So by them they may get a bit jealous and they will work better. So organization transformation, so you have to leverage the talent. Now what do you mean by leverage? Anybody? Yes, what is the meaning of leverage? Making the best use of anything. Okay, so with minimum effort I'm getting maximum rewards. Okay, you know the concept of lever in physics, right? Lever means it is a tool where it will decrease your energy and you will get extra force and you'll get the better results. Okay, so similarly leveraging talent means with whatever talent you have, you try to make the best out of it. Okay, so by using the best, it's like synergy effect. You have say 2 plus 2 becomes 5. So leveraging means you're trying to make the best of whatever tools and techniques or talent or people you have in an organization. Then establishing high standards of performance. Okay, you have to do constant performance available, whether the task is performed in time, who has performed it in time. Okay, you have done it in time, what is the output? Is it good, bad, worst, or best? Okay, so don't give them minimum standards. Like say for example, anybody sportsman there, when there is you're practicing for long jump, you suddenly don't go to the higher level. Slowly your level is increased, right? So as you perform better and better, increase the standards of performance, so that it is good for the company and also the talent is developed. Then you have to also see that it say when you talk about talent, when you talk about organization, it is not a one man show. Even though one person is extra smart, he needs to be working with other people. He has to take small or big help about a team of people. A one man show, one person is constantly doing and you're appreciating him, then the others in the group will not appreciate it and there will be sense of grudge and prejudice. So that shouldn't happen. As a team they need to grow. A smart person should train the other person so that they will also feel comfortable, and everybody is in a win-win situation. Say, for example, the smartest person is getting the highest increment. So similarly, based on their performance, you have to um, reward them. Okay. Then the culture should be such that it should be demanding but respectful. Say you can say that I want this task complete by the end of the fortnight. Okay, you demand them, but don't insult them. Okay, so there may be minor problems or say health issues, you have to concern that, and together with that, with your colleagues, your subordinates, there should be some respect. Don't take them for granted, they are not your slaves. Then the talent will culture will be spoiled. Then there should be more flexibility and choice and option. Okay, you can't deliberately tell one person to do something which is not good at. Okay, some person may be weak in numbers, you can't put him in doing research and market analysis. Some person is good in designing, so something that, so there should be flexibility. If I'm having some issues, I can shift to other department or I can take the help. So there should be a choice. I'm not saying free choice, at least some option and choice given to the person so that he is comfortable in working and his efficiency is increased. Okay. Then with this continuous thing, there should be a sense of mastery and purpose in the workplace. Okay, so you can't make every thing can, everybody cannot be smart in everything. So no doubt you are doing multitasking, job rotation, but there should be a sense of mastery over that subject so that he feels confident about his skills. Okay, so this is about talent driven culture. Yes, any doubts? Yes, anybody, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Then the third way of strategy of talent management is talent audit. Now, what do you mean by audit in general? Forget talent. Only what is audit? Yes, what is audit? We heard this word in accounts. Yes. Audit means you're trying to check about what has happened. Is it right? Right? You're trying to see, say for example, in school they come for inspection. So why they do? They come for inspection to see that everything is in, say the classes are done well, the teachers and students both are performing well. So talent audit means you are trying to have a list of, like say for example, there is in your storehouse what all raw materials are there. So audit is done. Okay, which material is in which quantity, in which quality, and which state is it stored well or not. So similarly, talent audit is necessary where you are trying to see what all, which all workforce is there, what is their academic qualification, for how many years they are working, what are the key success factors, which project they have completed successfully, how much role was played by each employee. So you are making a list, how many people are yet to retire, how many people are seniors, juniors, freshers. So you are making a list of all the details of the employees. Why is it needed? So that, say for example, say 60% of the employees are going to retire in next 2 years. Then what you have to do? Keep calm, cool? No, you have to think about promoting the lower cadre, how to train them so that they take the offices of the senior retiring persons. Or if not, that is not possible, from where can I get experienced people so that I can fill the chairs which are going to be empty in next few months. So that's why talent audit is necessary. Okay. Then the next initiative is about role design. A role design is about what is your portfolio, means what is your, say, designation, what are the roles and responsibilities, are you able to fulfill all your role responsibilities, or you need some help, some secretary or some assistant. Is your are you being burdened by unnecessary extra work which is not suiting your designation? So you have to design the job such a way that the why you have recruited that person for that position should be fulfilled.